Good evening, everyone. My name is Rob Dalton. I am the English Department Chair at MMA, and I am delighted to welcome you all to the 92nd Annual Wallace Fry Speech Competition. This evening, 4 of these cadets will vie for the Wallace Fry Speaking Award. In 1932, the late Judge Fry of the MMA Class of 1903 inaugurated this award to be presented to the cadet whose speech is judged to be best on the basis of delivery, content, and depth of thought. An additional incentive was added to the contest in 1970 when Westminster College in Fulton, Missouri, provided the Sir Winston Churchill Memorial Award. The Churchill plaque goes to the candidate who speaks most persuasively on behalf of a just cause. And to represent our middle school cadets, the Joy McGeorge Orator Champion is awarded to the middle school participant whose speech is judged best on persuasive or argumentative content. Joy was the wife of MMA's 10th president, Mr. Charles A. McGeorge. The contestants will speak in the order shown in your program without introduction. Our judges this evening are as follows, and if I could get you to please stand and wave when I call your name. Enrollment counselor and alumni, Mr. Rodrigo Padilla, MMA Class of 2015. Pastor of First Presbyterian Church of Mexico, Dr. Reverend Susan Presley. And Director of Litigation and co-founder of the Freedom Center of Missouri, Mr. David Rowland. Before our speakers begin, I ask that everyone remain seated during the speeches, and please hold your applause until everyone is through. So without further ado, let us begin the speaking contest.
Hello, my name is Aiden B, and the title of my speech is Being a Self-Made Leader. Anybody with my background in the airline business who is not deaf is a fraud. This quote is from a great businessman by the name of Maurice Flanagan. He's the founder of Emirates Dubai Airline. Now, when he founded the airline, he started out with only 2 planes that were leased to the vice chairman. He managed to build that company through self-dedication and great leadership. And through these, he made it to the 4th wealthiest airline in the world. The reason why I bring up this quote is to point out the self-dedication that he had. In the airline business, you do not start out on the top. You have to work before you get to people working for you. Now, there are many definitions of a great leader, such as a leader should provide purpose, direction, motivation. My definition of being a leader is being above the standard at all times and choosing the harder right. If I can't hold myself above the standard, why should I build others above it? Leaders are self-made due to the things we experience in life, family, and self-discipline. When you were born, you were just you, with nothing attached. You weren't born with who you are today. You became who you are as a product of everything that you went through growing up. You weren't just born an overthinker. You weren't born saying y'all. You were just born you, with nothing attached. You just went through life and got conditioned by the experiences you went through to become who you are today. So all the bad things, all the good things, none of them are just who you are. You become them through what you experience. So when I say a great leader is made, they are made through experiences. Every leader was made into who they are today because they have a great leader before them who has given them the experience of what a great and correct leadership should look like. They have the great ability to show us what right looks like. Most people say that we don't need a physical house to have a home, and I believe that is true. Family is our home. It is a safe place. My family is a big deal to me. I will choose them over anything else. Your home is not just your family. It can be your friends too. They are one of your biggest influences you will have. When I am at home, I strive to leave my siblings on the right path. I said that they are your biggest influence. My goal is to lead them to pass me, They should be better than me in every way. If you don't set the right example now, they will never surpass you. Great leaders never start as one. They start as themselves. There are many factors for self-discipline, such as accountability, having self-values, motivation, courage, and knowledge. Now, some of these may seem small or important, but I assure you they are key to being a great leader. The definition that Merriam-Webster gave me was training that corrects, molds, or perfects the mental faculties or moral character. My definition of discipline is the ability to pursue the harder right every day. Now, I believe that this is a code or a law to live by. If you don't think that this is important now, ask yourself this question. What are you willing to do for your future self? Discipline is the compass for your path. If you can't keep yourself going in the right direction now, how will you ever do it later without help? Leadership at MMA to the cadets here is above all, and we need to aim to make it great. Whether it's through self-discipline, family, or experiences, all of those make up what type of leader you will be. I've talked about all the factors that will ultimately determine what type of leader you will be. Now, it is not up to me, but it is up to you. You need to take the wheel and make yourself the leader that you need to be at home, here, or even in the real world. To make a leader out of yourself, be a leader for yourself. I hope all of you take this to heart and become a made leader. Do not expect to be born a leader and be handed leadership roles. You need to decide what type of leader you will be, here and in the real world. And remember, from Maurice Flanagan, it never hurts to get your hands dirty to learn from others. Thank you for your time. Have a good evening.
Hello, my name is Miles Matthews. The title of my speech is The Power of Love. 729 days ago, for those of you who don't know, that's a little under a year, 2 years, I gave my very first Wallace Fry speech. I was only a freshman. I had Harry Potter glasses and a really, really bad haircut. Some of you old boys might even remember that. Some of you don't, and I hope you don't. I'd like to forget that phase as well. But despite that, I wasn't nervous at all. I was so confident in my hours and hours and hours of preparation that the only situation I had in my mind was me leaving the gym tonight with my name on a big, shiny trophy. But to spoil it for you, I didn't win. Now, fast forward, about a month ago, I was told that I hadn't been selected to give another Wallace Fry speech. I decided that I wanted to win. Well, I really decided I needed to win. So in my pursuit to win, I looked back at my old speech. But when I read the title, How to Change Someone's Mind, it changed my mind. I had forgotten the entire point of the Wallace Fry speech competition. I shouldn't come up here with the objective to solely win, but to change each and every one of your minds for the better. Impart some knowledge on you that might make you a better person. I stand before you, not trying to win, but trying to convince you of the power of love. With that, I'll go into my topic, love. Between all the speeches about courage, responsibility, honor that we're so accustomed to hearing here at MMA, we seem to forget about the most important, love. If we really think about it, love is the reason every single one of us cadets are here today at MMA. Either your parents love you enough to pay the decent chunk of change it costs to send you here, or you love the school enough to come back on your own. Love is the reason you have friends. Love is the reason you laugh with those friends in the mess hall and make all the great memories you have with them. The point is, love is powerful. Whenever you realize all the love that each of you have in your lives, it makes things a lot easier. For me personally, I've been here since 2019. So many cadets come up to me and ask me how I'm still here, why I choose to come back year after year. The answer really just boils down to love. I love my friends and all the memories I make with them. I love my teachers and the commitment they have to bettering me. I love being a leader and seeing myself develop them into better people. That love I feel is what pushes me through even the hardest times here at MMA, aka 3-hour Sunday drill practice. That'll bring me into the inspiration of my topic today, Miss Wallace. To most of you, she's probably just a teacher that you might sometimes hear yelling down on the first floor. But to me, she's my advisor. For some of you, your advisor might just be the person that hands you cursive worksheets and tells you to complete your naviance. But to me, she's a lot more than that. Ever since she first became my advisor in 9th grade, she has given me unconditional love, support, and care. She makes so many of my days go from bad to good just by showing me a little bit of care and love. There really is no way to measure how much her love, support, and care has changed my life for the better, so I'll just say this. I can confidently say that without her love, support, and care, I wouldn't be delivering this speech to all of you today. I probably wouldn't be a leader, and I most definitely wouldn't be the man you know me as today. Now, I want you to think of the Miss Wallace in your life. Who is the person whose unconditional love, support, and care makes you the person you are today? As you think of them, try to emulate them. Think of what they do that makes your life so good. With the power of love, each of us are enabled to change other people's lives. Maybe we can even change the world. I challenge you, do one act of love. Do it consciously and do it with meaning. And I promise to you, you will see the true power of love each of you have. I will leave you with scripture. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. Thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cadet D, and my speech title is A Deep Dive into Ourselves. Who are we? With 16 days left, this question is more important than ever. Being a growing and developing young man, I have dealt with this question, and for years, I have had the privilege of learning how to grow as a man surrounded by peers who have been taught the same. I came to MMA to learn, grow, and develop, but there's always seemed to be an obstacle in my way. Sometimes I'm unattentive, slow to acceptance, and even times deny that there's a problem at all. But the sooner we all learn as individuals to grow into understanding the issue, the more we may be able to fix it. And not just be men, but real people. When mental health meets leadership, as we see in MMA, we tend to do one thing. We as leaders unload our mental state onto the cadets. We as teenagers are so used to the world throwing its mental baggage that we just tend to do the same. So then, a few questions come to mind. Is it healthy? Should we be casting out this energy into the world just for it to return as more negative energy? Should we dump it onto cadets who look up to us? Is it productive? Jody Picoult once said, "Anxiety is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you very far." Are we growing if we never confronted ourselves? And do cadets learn less when faced with constant hostility? And the last question, is it what we as cadets are truly capable of? No. We are capable of so much more than being drowned out and not reeling it in the shore. So, tonight I want to do a little bit of self-reflection. I asked my cadets what they think of me and how I am as a person and as a leader. Some of them said I'm emotional. stubborn, and sometimes bipolar. Cadet Shan even said I was crazy. So do I absorb this with no second thought? No. I think about it, and I process it. Do I struggle to deal with it, even if it's directly told to me? Yes, I do. And I think we all do. Because we love to be so humble. We love to hold ourselves to such a high standard that when we're told we're doing something wrong, we just shut down. And we don't want to hear about it. We find it to be so now more than ever, virtues of being honest about your weaknesses is real humanity. So let's confront the issue before the issue becomes us. Now, there are 2 reasons to care for your own mental health. You will have to interact with others when you leave here that are not like those around you. Not everyone outside this school will be in a uniform, marching in a formation. You'll have to develop more relationships with people who will not be beneficial to you and your mental health. Eventually, you will meet someone in your life that doesn't do the things that support you. Sometimes they go against the grain. And it's okay to say, you know what? This isn't good for me. It's okay to leave that situation. And to learn that now is more important than ever. Sometimes it only takes one person to smash what you believe to be true. And the last one, of course, you will need to be a societal leader. We are not only here just to be military leaders. We're not only here just to call commands and make sure people step out on time. We are here to make sure that the future is better with us in it, to become real men and real leaders of society. Now, if you would, I'd like you to close your eyes and imagine. Imagine you're swimming in an ocean, and it seems to overcome you with harsh winds and waves. You're swimming, and you just cannot seem to get a grip. Eventually, you start to go under the water, and there goes your head. Feels like you can't breathe. Feels like it's just too much. So in this analogy, I'd like to think life is the ocean that throws the waves and storms. For years, I have swam and swam, but started to think, why? Why am I here giving it all if all I'm getting is the storm? It then came down to who is receiving the storm. This requires a bit of introspection, a hand in the cookie jar of our own brains. Who are we? Are we the body or the mind? Do we face obstacles head on or avoid them? To quote John Butler, an author, to determine who we are, we must let go of what we are not. We must ask ourselves, what are we to others? Who follows me because of what I do or what I believe? And am I leading them astray? Understanding ourselves is the first step in understanding others. You open the freeways of communication and effort. You are opening a frontier of leadership. Good leadership and efficiency comes from communication. We can only expect the image of ourselves to be projected onto those who follow us. As many of the CLAs on campus, inspect what you expect. So who is our leader and our keeper? Well, some of you may say my platoon sergeant or my platoon leader. Some of us might say my company commander, my first sergeant. But at the end of the day, the one who leads your path is you. You have no better leader than the one you make to be yourself. If you go out every day and you don't set your uniform the night before, you don't shine your shoes, you are setting that example for yourself and the people around you. As the board says up there and on all of our computers, we are the masters of our fate. These feelings may feel like an anchor, but can be nothing more than a pebble dragging across the water if we choose it to be so. So what can we do? It feels like there's no solution to it, but if we take time for ourselves, put time aside to center yourself and find how you can be free from stress and mental tension, when you believe you have what it takes to stand up in front of your followers and portray your best self, help others, this could achieve even more than you know. Never lose sight of why or what you do. Never settle for the bare minimum, and always try to be your best self. Having purpose to what and why you say things may just be the difference you needed. You may be able to provide the solutions that no one else has. There are many reasons to care for who you are and what you're going to do about it. Where are you on the ocean? You must find the solutions that are beneficial to you. Find that you can lift yourself out of a dark place and realize what may be opaque and distant. Never let yourself be less than what you know you can be. and learn to understand others to help yourself. Changing your mindset and goals will open up a million opportunities. You just need to know them. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cadet Jaden Poole, and the title of my speech is Rap, a Musical Luxury. A very common misconception about rap music is that it's all about, smoking and having money and lots of other slightly inappropriate topics. But I'm here to tell you that it is so much more than that. Rap, which is also known as hip-hop, is the best musical genre. Prove me wrong, please, I dare you. Rap music is a voice for the people who need it the most and can be used to show some major issues in our society. Rap music can be made by anyone and shared for everyone. Rap music is very intricate, and this is what makes it so interesting. These are only 3 of a multitude of reasons, but these are some highly important ones. Hence why rap is the best musical genre. Rap music is a voice for the people who need it the most, and it can be used to show some major issues in our society. See, rap music is very meaningful for social public events, such as activism. This is everything from the politically charged lyrics of the well-known Public Enemy to the reflective and heartfelt storytelling of Kendrick Lamar. Rap has been a platform for introducing many issues such as racism, poverty, and police brutality. The iconic album, To Pimp a Butterfly, by Kendrick Lamar, dives deep into subjects of things like racial identity and struggles in society. By providing a voice to the lesser-known issues and shedding light on pressing social problems, rap is so much more than just entertainment to become a catalyst for change. This is only part of what makes it so intricate. Rap music is very intricate, and that's what makes it so interesting. Rap shows off a more unique lyrical writing process and things like storytelling. The intricate rhyme schemes and wordplay exhibited by rap artists showcase an insane amount of language and poetic expression. Eminem's Lose Yourself will forever be known for its rapid-fire delivery and its vivid imagery, sucking in listeners with a narrative of determination and perseverance. Rap music is well known for its complex meanings and rhymes. Rap schemes from artists such as Eminem are complex, and they make you want to listen, they make you want to lean in. But rap music it's meaningful, it's powerful. If you listen to artists like Tupac, then you know that he dives deep into storytelling. Tupac's Dear Mama is known for its heartfelt story, dedicated not only to his own mother, but to every mother in the world. And hip-hop has become such a significant genre that even musicals have been made consistently of rap. The best part is, it's all been used to tell a story. The hit musical Hamilton is a musical journey about the life of Alexander Hamilton, an American founding father. And this musical consists of mostly rap songs, but everything still has a meaning. For example, there are 47 songs in the musical, and Alexander Hamilton lived to be exactly 47 years old. Everything, every line, every rhyme, every verse, it's all diverse with its own special meaning. Now, you could always argue that this could happen in any musical genre. I mean, yeah, I guess it could, but would it have the same effect? See, rap is known for its geniusness and uses some of the most advanced forms of poetry to grab your attention. Through its ability to captivate audiences with gripping stories, rap sets itself apart as a genre of unparalleled artistic depth. And this in itself goes into how rap music can be made by anyone and shared for absolutely everyone. Rap promotes cultural diversity and innovation. Originating from the streets of New York City, rap has substantially grown into a global phenomenon. including things like diverse musical influences, influencers, and regional styles. The fusion of hip-hop and traditional African rhythms in artists like Afrika Bambaataa, known for his DJing and rapping skills, demonstrates rap's capacity to embrace cultural heritage while still pushing artistic boundaries. According to OurMusicWorld.com, rap is diverse in artists, styles, and origins. It explains how rap is a style that addresses every culture and expresses real-life situations through storytelling. By celebrating cultural diversity and encouraging innovation, rap continues to evolve and reintroduce itself into the musical world. So let's review. Rap, also known as hip-hop, is the best musical genre. Rap is a voice for the people who need it most, and it can be used to show a lot of major issues in our society. Rap music can be made by anyone and shared for everyone, and rap music is very intricate, and that's what makes you want to lean in, listen, and pay attention. Now, if I haven't convinced you yet, then go listen to some good rap music and you can come talk to me after. But rap isn't just about, illegal activities and being rich. It's such an influential and beneficial form of music. Rap has been transformed over the years, and honestly, I can't wait to see what comes of it over the next few. So next time you're listening to the radio and you hear Eminem, 50 Cent, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, or yes, even Drake, think about how it all started and why we need it in our lives. For now, go ahead and lose yourself in the music and the moment. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cadet Gunnar Ward, and the title of my speech is The Importance of Local Business. Walking around here in Mexico, Missouri, you can see local businesses on every corner. They're the backbone of any local economy and are the livelihoods of many people, but it can seem as if they are disappearing. However, local businesses still count up to 99.9% of all businesses here inside the United States, and a large percentage of them are run by single owners with no other employees. They nearly account for half of employment in the United States. However, many local businesses can be overlooked for more convenient options that do not benefit the local economy or community as much. Firstly, supporting local businesses helps support the local economy. Studies typically show that a greater portion of the money spent on locally owned businesses remains inside the community, circulating through other local businesses and stimulating economic growth. This multiplier effect creates a ripple effect of prosperity, as dollars spent locally create jobs, support infrastructure, and contribute to the community's overall well-being. By supporting local business, you not only invest in the success of individual entrepreneurs, it's investing in the success of an entire community. Secondly, local businesses provide millions of jobs in the United States. They're the backbone of our economy, employing millions of individuals across various sectors of commerce, from retail and hospitality to manufacturing and services. These businesses not only offer employment opportunities, but also provide gateways for advancement, skill development, and community engagement. By supporting local businesses, you're not only making purchases, you're investing in the livelihoods of our neighbors, friends, and family members, ensuring our communities remain vibrant and thriving. Thirdly, local businesses foster innovation and entrepreneurship. They are often the birthplace of groundbreaking ideas and transformative technologies, driven by the passion and ingenuity of local entrepreneurs. By supporting local businesses, you're nurturing an ecosystem of creativity and innovation, where new ventures can flourish and ideas can take roots. These businesses are agile, responsive to local needs, and deeply connected to their communities, making them well-positioned to adapt to changing market conditions and drive economic growth. By supporting local businesses, you're fueling the engine of innovation and paving the way for a brighter, more prosperous future. Furthermore, supporting local businesses promotes social unity and community resilience. In an increasingly globalized world, local businesses serve as anchors of stability and sources of trust within communities. They provide a sense of family and belonging, fostering social connections and strengthening the bonds that unite us. During times of crisis, such as natural disasters or economic downturns, local businesses often emerge as beacons of hope and resilience, helping together to support one another and weathering the storm as a unified community. By supporting local businesses, you are investing in the basic social connections of communities, building trust, empathy, and solidarity that transcend economic transactions and endure adversity. Lastly, local businesses make up the overwhelming majority of businesses in the United States. They're the lifeblood of our economy, representing a diverse array of industries, products, and services. From mom-and-pop shops to small-scale enterprises, these businesses contribute to the basic parts of our society, shaping neighborhoods and defining the character of a town. By supporting local businesses, you are preserving the charm of communities, celebrating the spirit of entrepreneurship, and ensuring the American dream remains within reach for generations to come. The impacts of local business are widespread and go from supporting your own local economy to the jobs provided and the number of local businesses. The importance of supporting local businesses helps support all of these things and helps your own town. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Umberto Junquera Garcia Luna, and my topic is respect and tolerance. Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand you before to speak about two virtues that lie at the heart of a progressive society: respect and tolerance. These two principles are not only big ideals, they are virtues that upon which we can build a world where diversity is celebrated, where conflicts are resolved peacefully without violence, and where every individual is valued for who they are. But achieving such a society requires more than just words. It requires an effort from each and every one of us to always practice and promote respect and tolerance in our daily lives. Respect is not a simple polite gesture. It is a fundamental of the own value of each individual. When we treat others with respect, we recognize their rights, their feelings, and their perspectives. We listen carefully, speak kindly, and refrain from degrading others, regardless of our differences. Respect is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of strength. It takes courage to let go of our ego and truly see the humanity in those who may seem different than us. By having and creating a culture of respect, we create an environment where everyone feels valued and prepared to contribute their unique talents and perspectives to their groups. Now, let's turn our attention to tolerance. Tolerance goes beyond mere acceptance. It is the ability to accept diversity and differences with an open heart. Tolerance does not mean that we must agree or tolerate every belief or behavior, but rather that we will recognize the right of others to hold and express their own beliefs, even if they are different from us. In an increasingly connected world, tolerance is not only an essential moral, it is a practical necessity. We live in a very diverse society, and only through tolerance can we bridge our differences and work together towards common goals. Tolerance promotes empathy, understanding, and cooperation, laying the foundation for a more peaceful and prosperous world for all. Respect and tolerance are not independent virtues. They are deeply connected. Respect creates tolerance, and tolerance reinforces respect. When we respect others, we are more likely to be tolerant of their differences. And when we practice tolerance, we create an environment where respect can grow. Besides, respect and tolerance are not static concepts. They require constant reinforcement. We must actively challenge discrimination and intolerance. Wherever we find them, whether in our communities or workplace or in institutions like MMA, we must educate ourselves and others about the value of the diversity and the importance of treating each individual with dignity and respect. Of course, achieving a society characterized by respect and tolerance is not without challenge. Prejudice and intolerance continues to exist in our world, fueled by ignorance and hate. In the face of such obstacles, some may argue that respect and tolerance are naive and unrealistic ideals in the human mind. Finally, let us remember that respect and tolerance are not abstract ideals. They are the principles that can guide us toward a better future for all. By adopting these virtues in our daily lives and treating others with dignity and understanding, we can build a society where every person has the opportunity to be happy and fulfill their potential. Let us commit to this noble effort, knowing that the world we imagine is not just a dream, but a possibility within our reach. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cadet Cordo, and the title of my speech is The Value of Education. I believe that education is one of the building blocks of life and is needed to become a useful and functioning member of society. I'm not saying that people without education are useless, because I know that not everybody can get an education, but they can always get the basics. I choose to do a speech on this because I'm passionate about learning and studying my subjects, and the reason for this is my 6th and 7th grade year. Getting educated at a young age is good because the first years of your life and schooling are crucial to what will happen for the rest of your life, and that is why I take my education so seriously. In 6th grade, I had a solid start, but I slowly slipped up. I started having missing work and low grades, and then I fell into a never-ending void, and I really couldn't dig myself out. And for the rest of the year, I just quit. At the time, I knew my mom wasn't happy with how I performed in school, but I felt that she just let me off the hook. And with that, I knew that for 7th grade, I had to start taking things seriously. So I did, for a couple of months, and then I went right back to square one. But this time, my grades were somewhat good, and the issue was my behavior. I started to be in trouble every day, and the main problem was talking back. I always talked back because I thought that teachers were never being fair to me. I was also really distracted in life because of the people I was surrounding myself with. My 6th and 7th grade years were not my best years for school because I had missing work, failing grades, and behavior issues. The people that I was hanging out with were not the best, but at the time, I wasn't aware of the things that these people were involved with, until one day I was in the bathrooms and one of my friends took a vape out of his pocket. This guy was a pretty good friend of mine, and I would never suspect that he would have something like this, but on this day I found out. After that, he told me to try it, and I did. Not even an hour later, I was in the principal's office, facing suspension and possible expulsion. I never knew that he was going to become a problem in my life until this point. I ended up withdrawing and coming to MMA. After everything that happened, I realized how important getting an education is. I have a short sentence from the New York Times that I would like to read. The true student learns freedom by developing curiosity, judgment, and creativity in the service of one's good and the good of their communities. I put this in here because the things that are listed are learned from school, especially in kindergarten through 3rd grade. Getting educated at a young age is crucial for living in a modern-day society. I have another quote that I'd like to read. Everything we learn helps us in life, in one way or the other. I quoted this from an article that was written by Leverage EDU, and I think this proves my point even further. If you are educated, you will succeed in life. In conclusion, getting taught and learning are crucial for life, and I believe that education is one of the building blocks of life and is needed to become a useful and functioning member of society. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Cadet Lewis, and the topic of my speech is the importance of scouting. What do Neil Armstrong, Justin Timberlake, Martin Luther King Jr., Barack Obama, and Tom Brady have in common? From walking on the moon to leading the country to playing in the NFL, all of these men have done amazing things, but there is something else they have in common that might surprise you. They are all Eagle Scouts. An Eagle Scout is a person who has completed and gone through all the ranks in Boy Scouts. You don't just earn the rank of Eagle Scout by showing up to meetings. It takes effort and dedication through the good and bad. Just think about it. If I were to wake up tomorrow as the VC of MMA without proper training, how would you think that would impact the corps? Just like ranking up here at MMA, you have to rank up to earn Eagle Scout. Each rank helps give you the knowledge and experience you might not gain anywhere else to be the best person you can be. Participation in Boy Scouts provides young men like yourself with opportunities for character development, leadership skills, and community engagement, ultimately shaping you into a responsible man prepared to contribute to society. Boy Scouts helps prepare people for the future by teaching them leadership, character, and honesty. Boy Scouts gives opportunities for personal growth in thinking about how they can improve by earning badges and moving up in rank. When Scouts go to meetings or merit badge universities, they learn new things they might not have known before. The Boy Scouts of America offers 135 different merit badges that Scouts can earn. To become an Eagle Scout, a Scout needs to earn 21 badges, including important ones like first aid, personal fitness, citizenship, and outdoor skills. Being in Boy Scouts can have a big impact on boys because it can change what they want to do when they grow up. For example, if a Scout takes a merit badge like welding or nuclear science, they might realize they like those skills and want to make a career out of them. Or they might find something they thought they wanted to do was really hard and decide on a different career path. As Boy Scouts teach Scouts how to be better people, they also teach them how to be leaders and help others learn. Leadership skills matter in many parts of life, like school, work, and how you get along with others. When you have leadership skills, you learn to talk and get along with people, especially other Scouts you don't know. In school, being a leader means you can help struggling classmates without making them feel bad. At a job, leadership skills help you lead and manage a team. Leadership skills also affect your personal relationships. For example, in Boy Scouts, you learn how to talk, solve problems with other Scouts, and help them reach their goals or keep going when things get tough. Scouts give Scouts chances to work together on tasks. Sometimes a Scout might end up doing things that they don't enjoy, but it needs to get done. Leadership skills also make other skills stronger, like being creative, having the capability to work together, and being able to adapt. These skills are important for problem solving. Changing plans quickly is important, especially if something unexpected happens. Scouts plan camping trips or canoe trips where they have fun. They provide opportunities to learn new things, but Scouts can also be put outside their comfort zones, which can be challenging. While planning a canoe trip, it's important to ensure the troop has the necessary items, but be ready for other activities. Service projects are a big part of being a Scout. It's important to be well behaved and work hard during service projects because the point is to help people who need it or get tasks done that are important. Working together in Scouts gives older Scouts a chance to help younger ones. This not only teaches leadership skills, but also lets older Scouts make a positive impact on younger ones. Growing these relationships can build connections, which might also help younger Scouts not give up when things get tough. Being part of Boy Scouts helps boys feel confident in themselves and teaching them to be responsible and good role models. Through learning leadership skills in Boy Scouts, Scouts learn to lead well in their troops and do good things in their community, like helping with service projects, which encourages community engagement. Being part of Boy Scouts is about helping your community and making it better. We do things like cleaning up parks, collecting food for people who need it, and helping out at local places. When we do these activities, we learn about what our community needs and how we can help it. It's important to be a good citizen and do our part to make our community a nice place for everyone. This teaches us how to work with others and make a difference. Plus, it feels really good to know that we're making a difference in helping others. Doing these things in Boy Scouts helps us grow and become better people, and it's sometimes we can keep doing even after we're done with Scouts. Participation in Boy Scouts offers valuable opportunities for personal growth, leadership development, and community engagement, as shown by the achievements of famous figures like Neil Armstrong, Justin Timberlake, Martin Luther King Jr., Barack Obama, and Tom Brady. The journey through Scouting ingrains important qualities and skills that prepare individuals to become responsible and contributing members of the society. From character development and leadership training to active involvement in service projects, Boy Scouts help equips young boys with the tools and experiences necessary to navigate the challenges of life with confidence and integrity. By fostering a sense of duty, compassion, and teamwork, Scouting not only shapes boys into better individuals, but also inspires them to positively impact their communities, both now and in the future. Through the collective efforts of Scouts, guided by the principles of service and leadership, Boy Scouts continues to uphold its legacy of empowering young men to strive for excellence and contribute meaningfully to the world around them. Thank you.
To quote one of my favorite writers, Ralph Waldo Emerson, speech is power. Speech is to persuade, to convert, to compel. I believe that these young men have demonstrated that well tonight, and please join me in giving them another round of applause. We will now take a 10-minute break while our judges deliberate and while they are making their decisions. I know that you're looking forward to enjoying our pipers and our drummers. Thank you. While our judges are still deliberating, I've asked General Geraci to please come up and say a few words. Sir.
I can understand why the judges are not ready yet. Those were great speeches. I would challenge everyone here to enter a speech contest. Speaking is not easy. Getting up in front of your peers is not easy. Sitting on this stage is what I'm talking about when I talk about excellence. Putting yourself out there, the practice, the preparation, every one of those topics was important for all of us to hear. So many of you know last night I wasn't a happy camper. Tonight, I'm very happy. This is my vision of what MMA is about, what the core is about, what being part of the brotherhood is about, supporting your fellow cadets. When I listen to all of the speeches this evening, it makes my job all worthwhile. And it also makes all of the faculty members and staff members that are here, it makes it worthwhile. To see what we saw this evening, you know, that's our paycheck. That's why we're here. That's our passion. We want everybody here to be successful. And if you want to be successful, you have to put yourself out there. And your fellow cadets put themselves out there tonight. And all of you gave them the respect that they deserve. The respect that each one of you deserve. So I want you to think about what you saw tonight. We don't know who the winners are, but every one of these cadets on stage are winners. The only time you're not a winner is when you don't compete, when you don't persist, when you never give up. So it looks like we're ready, judges. Okay. I started speaking and they sped up. They're like, we don't want to listen to this guy. Okay, so we'll turn it over and find out who our winners are.
For our middle school winner of the Joy McGeorge Orator Champion, and I was told that this particular cadet won by 1 point. Cadet Junquera. Our high school's second place, winner of the Winston Churchill Memorial Award, Cadet Daigle. And our winner, high school first place of the W. Wallace Fry Speaking Award goes to Cadet Matthews. I would like to thank you all again for attending tonight. I believe that this event reveals some of the great academic things that are happening here at MMA. Cadets, thank you. Judges, thank you. Cadets, thank you. And everyone here. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, and good night.